week's market overview. Today we're talking to Elena Obukhova.
Hello everyone. Carly, thank you for having me here today. I'm also founder of Supermoon Camp. That's an exclusive community for crypto eclectics that's organizing pop-up camps in different locations around the world.
Elizabeth Warren's crypto sanctions bill aims to crack down on Russia and track wallets with foreign ties. The bill enhances the U.S. government's ability to clamp down on Russian cryptocurrency use, as well as has provisions that requires U.S. taxpayers to report certain types of crypto transactions. My question is, will this push more people to use cryptocurrency and have them moving away from the U.S. reserve currency?
It's a very good question, and actually, I think all the restrictions and all like new government laws that are being introduced, introducing crypto to a larger amount of people. Because we all believe in decentralization, right? Like all like people who are already in the crypto space, and people who've been like using fiat currencies, and they started realizing how important it is to gain financial freedom. And I think like a situation in Russia just in general showed how like dependency on the government and major financial institutions can be harmful for individuals. A lot of people faced their restrictions to their accounts, unable to withdraw funds abroad because we saw so many sanctions happening, and just a MasterCard and Visa got canceled, right, in Russia. And we see just individuals who have no relationship, no like they never agreed to this situation to happen, and they're the ones who are actually being affected. I do believe cryptocurrency showed how this financial freedom is important. And instead of using fiat currencies, people are switching to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and at least even stable coins, right? People started getting their crypto accounts, setting up wallets. And I like personally noticed how many people have been asking me. And it's not only about like people in Russia who've been affected by a whole situation, but a lot of people in US, they saw how many how many limitations they can face with if they continue using just a simple bank account. Of course, as long as you store money on a bank account, they don't belong to you. They belong to banks, they belong to a government. Just try to go with a big crowd and withdraw all money from like ATMs. Will you be able to do that? Of course, no, because this money are not yours unless you taking control and power over them. And that's what cryptocurrency is allowing people to do. And that's why I feel that all these sanctions, all these restrictions and new regulations, they will definitely bring more people to crypto space worldwide.
Yeah, I think that too. And I thought it was interesting that I saw that some artists actually on Twitter were posting in Russia that they had their PayPal accounts removed and everything. So I hope that kind of gets resolved for people that, normal people that are being affected by that. So my next question was about something that happened this week. Russia may revive a Cold War era currency pact to evade US sanctions. The Indian and Russian governments are in talks to reinstate a rupee-ruble ledger for the first time since the Cold War. And the deal would allow firms in both nations to do business without the use of US dollars, which is the primary international trade currency. So do you think that this will boost cryptocurrency prices at all, or do you think that this is something that will secure the longevity of cryptocurrency as a digital asset? Because I know some people are still kind of up in the air about whether it will stay.
First of all, like if we're talking about Russia and how again like everything like affected rubles, that is the national currency of Russian Federation. I had a recent article about our whole situation, and I mentioned that Russia was the 11th largest country by GDP. There is no way you can impose sanctions on a country that is the 11th major economy in the world without impacting the rest of the world. And that's actually happened with a lot of local businesses in Europe, in US, because there is still a lot of trading, not even trading, I'm not saying about like stock trading, right? I'm talking about just the goods, business transactions, different business settlements that are happening between Russia and other countries. And even my friends, for example, from Italy and from other European countries were reaching out to me and asking like, how do you feel the situation going to impact small businesses? Of course, their market, the large market share for them was Russia and Ukraine, and they were like unable to do any transactions with Ukraine because the country is at a war. Same time, they weren't able to do any transactions with Russia anymore because Russia was removed from a global financial system. And of course, many of them, they started switching into cryptocurrency because that's the only way you can actually have a cross-border transaction without any limitations and with a lower cost and with a faster transaction time. For example, our company FES, we refused from any fiat transactions starting this year. And we had already been paying salaries to all our employees in the cryptocurrency for over 2 years because we believe that that's the fastest and the most convenient way to do cross-border payments. For our employees, they can get money within just a few seconds instead of waiting for 2-3 days that will be a time for a wire transfer. And of course, the whole situation, I believe, will affect positively crypto markets. I wouldn't go into price prediction here. I don't want to give any investment advice, but I definitely can say that more people are switching into crypto, not even because they just want like some financial gains, just out of necessity, because that's the only tool that is available right now for easy and fast cross-border payments. And in case of Russia, it's the only available way. Russia just recently asked Europe to pay for oil in rubles as well. And that's kind of like a response to all these international sanctions. We will still see that other small businesses, they will start using, they will not be switching into ruble, right? We still have US dollar used for international cross-border settlements. And the only way for rest of the market to switch into easier way to do cross-border payments is, of course, cryptocurrencies that are not regulated. And whatever politicians trying to say and introduce some new regulatory network for cryptocurrencies, it's not happening. I'm always saying like, good luck regulating cryptocurrencies.